you will be guided to certain areas, bro. And what I'm trying to let you guys know is it's something that's spiritual. So, that's where gang stalking comes in. These people, first, let me get on this point before I go on any further. These people know some things about you, some spiritual things about you that you probably didn't even know about yourself. A lot of these targeted individuals, bro, someone that's going through the secret government program, right? That's being exposed in today's time. They watch people, they spy on people, they do what the Watchers do. They're part of the Watchers. These people, implant people and, they track people and do all sorts of things. If you have like a specific goal, if you know these things, again, I say, these people know some things that you don't even know about yourself. If you do in fact know these things, they will, try more extreme tactics like getting you arrested or even trying to kill you. If you don't, then, I wouldn't say it's nothing to worry about, but they're not really interested in you. The people that they're interested in are the people that, a lot of people call woke. You guys know what I mean? And that's where the term started to blow up from. Over the last 5 to 6 years, people seen that there's, a real secret government program that targets people. So of course you're gonna be hearing, my point is, of course you're gonna be hearing, the words woke, I'm woke, Great Awakening more, because people find these things out. You guys know what I mean? So for someone like me, when I'm seeing people that, is denying these natural disasters as signs from God, people that's denying God himself, people that's denying that we're in end times, for me, when I'm trying to let you guys know, I just shake my head. It's like arguing with a brick wall. I wouldn't even really say a brick wall because, I'm not a brick wall. We know the truth, bro. We know the truth. We see it. We've had visions of it. We see the signs. We know the signs. We're highly spiritual people. We're chosen ones. We're star seeds, bro. We know what we're talking about. It don't make sense to argue if the world is coming to an end. I'm actively telling you that it has to come to an end. There's no other way this world can continue on. It's only a certain period of time before someone would come back here. Understand what I'm trying to say? It's only a certain period of time before someone will come back here. Whether Jesus, whether you want to say alien, whether you want to say, a prophet, a starseed, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call that person, bro, it's only a certain period of time before someone would come back here, make a sacrifice to stop the world. Now keep in mind, bro, I can only tell you these things, through a YouTube video. This is happening. It's happening. You hear them telling about alien, bro. They're telling about alien because they see that whoever is doing this is not a real human. It's not a real human. So what is it? Again, I say a lot of these things you will hear being passed around in today's time more. Just suddenly. There's a lot of people saying that they identify as a helicopter. You guys remember that when there was so much people? It's a reason why people, are saying these things out of the blue. I identify as a helicopter. I identify as a hurricane. I identify as a tornado. I identify as the weather. I identify as nature. I identify as an airplane. Soon, all of this will be turned, bro, into a pink dust. Soon, all of this would be skied out. The best way I can put it is this whole thing, hence I'm telling you about aliens, this whole thing will soon be skied out, clouded out. Just reset. Just simply, beautifully and spiritually reset. For the better. And the power that does it, we all are one. So Jesus is us. You guys don't get it. So when he resets this whole thing, it will all be one. Like how it once was. You guys know what I mean? When God said, let there be light. When God created life form, other life form. When God, made us in his image. You guys understand? It's got to go back to that. You guys know what I mean? There's some people that's still not going to believe it. Jesus isn't real. That story didn't exist. That story's not real. There's not a person that, created this. There's not a person that did say, let there be light. There's not a person that did create us in his own image. You guys know what I mean? This is the truth, bro. It's the truth. It's the truth, and it's coming to light. It's the truth, and they can't continue to hide it. You guys know what I mean? It is the truth. Gang stalking up rampant. The government targeting these people that know this information that they don't want them to know. These are regular people, man. These are regular people that, they're just like you, bro. A lot of these people, things could have went way different. You hear a lot of people saying that, why is, Jesus taking so long? Why is the second coming taking so long? Could the aliens do whatever? It's like it's a fight between, Jesus, not a fight. It's a competition. It seems like it's a competition between, the Almighty and the aliens. Because, people are saying, can one of these, entities, or it's probably the same one, to play stupid with you guys. It could just be the same one, and they're playing stupid. But, they're saying, like, what is taking so long? Like, could, one of them make a move? You guys know what I mean? It's a reason why that haven't happened yet. And that's because, they're no different than you, bro. You guys know what I mean? They're no different than you. God is literally in the air. We can feel something in the air. It has to be God, bro. It's God. They're waiting for, some escanding to happen, and I'm your God. That's not going to happen, bro. No one is. That's simply. I'm actively telling you that that's not going to happen. Jesus is too simple for people to even see where he's at. Jesus is too simple for people to even know him. Again, I say, you have to listen to what I'm telling you. Jesus is too simple for people to even know him. That sounds crazy, ain't it? That's crazy as hell, bro. You guys know, not 100% simple, not all simple. We all know that, the God is something that cannot be understood. That's why he's, that's why he's misunderstood, constantly. That's why he's misunderstood constantly. What I'm trying to let you guys know is heaven. Heaven is real. And you'd be surprised to know how many aspects and, different, sections and, places and planets and galaxies and star systems. And you'd be surprised to know what God really has in stores for you. And this is the reason why Jesus keeps on coming back here. Jesus keeps on coming back here to let people see on him these things. You guys know what I mean? It's a sad and unfortunate truth. Like, people don't get what's going on here, bro. It's real. It's real, and it is coming. And it is coming at incredible speeds, and there's nothing else that really could be said. I wish I can tell you guys what I really know, but I just can't put it to words, because we're talking about the supernatural. These ants are so huge, bro. I gotta be looking around. These ants are so big, and I'm not trying to have them crawl on me. You'll be surprised to know what is really happening in this world. God is so much things that no one will ever understand. God is definitely an alien. God is an alien. But he's not just an alien. He's also an angel. He's an angel, and he has wings and he's gonna fly out, and man, I'm telling you, man, I can't put it to words, bro. I want to be able to put it to words, bro. It's beautiful. All I can tell you is it's beautiful. All I can do is just say to you that swearing was okay. I would have, man, listen, bro. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. People ain't taking it seriously. They think that this is some pushover. They think it's some narcissistic, lovable, person that think that they're God. It's crazy. This whole thing is crazy. I'm telling you. I'm actively telling you, bro, that, what I'm hoping for is the whole world to see this big event. I hope that this big event comes. And what you guys need to know is, what I always say, Jesus Christ is just like you. Jesus Christ actually has to work. Christ has to work and plan for a very huge event. The very huge event that we know is coming, that we feel in our hearts, bro. Deep down in our hearts and soul, this huge event that we know is coming. This huge Christianity event is coming, bro. And God has to work for that. God has to prepare for it. God has to plan it. It's not easy. It's not easy. And then you have, people out here saying, what's taking so long? What's this and what's that? As if they know how to, as if they can do it. As if, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Over here, rushing the process of God. Rushing the process of Jesus. Like they don't know who they're talking to. Bro, listen to me. This is one thing I'm admitting to you. You guys know that God and Jesus is a gangster, right? Like, you have to understand that. Like, don't think that this is, some coward, some wuss. Regardless of, what you may hear, regardless of how things may look, it was always said to not judge a book by its cover. Bro, listen. This is a boss, bro. You guys know what I mean? It's not no pushover. You'll find this out in due time. You'll find this out soon. You guys know what I mean? It's the scriptures of the Bible. It's the globe, planet Earth itself. The earth itself. Earth. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and no one else sees it but Jesus. You guys know what I mean? It's literally, bro, it's God. If it was God, bro, if there was one time it ever was Jesus, bro, it is him. They still not going to accept him. They still going to say, Jesus is coming back. Again, I say, bro, I can never be complaining. This is the reason why they think that, whatever alien, whatever life form is hiding. I'm trying to tell you, bro, that it's not about that. It's not these people. Jesus is so simple. And Christianity twists things up so much that they don't even see what's happening. Understand what I'm trying to tell you, bro. I don't think I've ever made a video this long, man. Like, I'm really into it. This video really needed to be done. I want to know that, no one's going to listen to it. Probably like 4 or 5 people is going to listen to it. Again, not a complaint. That too is not a complaint. As long as I can come out here and, have at least one person, bro, that understands what I'm trying to say, knows who is speaking, bro, know the message I'm trying to send out. Heaven is real, bro. Heaven is a real place. And this life here as we know it, if people were to give this, a chance, bro, try to spiritually tap in. And when you spiritually tap in, you can see that there's this, this almost like a 3D world, this parallel universe that you can actually see. Keep in mind that there's levels to this thing. This is a lower level to what God has in stores for you. So if you're paying attention, if you're spiritually tapping in this realm, you can actually see the other one. You can see the higher realms, the alien realms, bro. You guys understand what I'm trying to say? You can actually see it. But if you're not paying attention, if you don't care to, you're simply not going to see it. You're going to be in denial your whole life. And these things are right here. Another Jesus Christ teachings, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's the craziest thing ever. This is all I can ever ask for. Like, don't get me wrong. I want the money. Like, millions and billions. So they know not to let me touch a certain amount of money. They know that. Trust when I tell you I want it. But do I need it? Is a more important question. No, you don't. It feels so corny to say, but it's the truth. It feels very corny to say, bro. You don't need to be rich because you're spiritually rich. I'm pretty sure that, a lot of people know this, bro. You guys know what I mean? We be in heaven and we don't even know. This is heaven. Evil is not supposed to be here, and that's why God is going to reboot this, sooner or later. Like, we know. Like, this is not, like, I'm telling you, man, this is not even, like, a question. Life is not supposed to be this way. This is heaven. This is heaven that we're in. It's a lower level. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you were to tap in and see these 3Ds and see these, parallel universes that, can be seen with the naked eye now. But people don't do it. You go to these beach houses, you go to these beach communities, and if you were to tap in, bro, that's why the people in the ghetto, that's why they're so hostile. It's like apes. I'm sorry to say it, bro. Like, I know, bro, listen. It's very hard to say it, but that's why these people are literally like monkeys, bro. It's like they're so stuck in their dumb ways. They tell themselves that they don't care. Bro, listen, a lot of them may not care to a certain point, but they're going to care someday, bro. Because they're in agony. Jesus truly knows that no one, not even Satan don't really want to live in agony. Bro, God questions Satan every day. Like, bro, how could you really be Satan? It's so weird. Like, Satan is for pain, bro. Like, no one wants to be in pain. We play stupid, and no one really wants to be in pain. Like, literally, who? Like, that can't be fun, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro, it's so obvious to me. Like, these people, they live a life that they don't want to live. Simply because they don't want to turn to the Lord. Simply because they don't want to believe. Hell, there's some people that don't even know what the Lord is. Don't even know who the Lord, don't even know of that. Not that they ever heard those words, but they don't even, you guys get what I'm trying to say? It's like they don't even think that, it exists for one, and they don't even know nothing about it. They're like, what? Who? The Lord? What? That's a person? That's an entity? That's a deity? You guys know, it's crazy. At this point, what I tell myself, what I'm doing with you guys is hanging out. You guys know what I mean? It's hanging out. I love doing this, bro. It's something that I love doing. You guys know what I mean? With the hopes of not only hanging out with you guys out here and having fun with it, but while I'm doing that, also spreading messages I know needs to be spread, very important things that needs to be addressed, bro. I'm telling you, we are living in the end of days right now. We're living in Revelation times, biblical times, and people don't want to believe it. Bro, for the last time, before I end this video off, what I'm going to do is split these people up into categories. You have to listen to what I'm telling you. You have some people that know that something big is coming. They know that we're living in end times. These are the people that's for Jesus. And they may be, trying to spread the word. They may be trying to change, live right. seek Jesus. There's some that know this and they're not trying to do that. They know this, and these people would be still knowingly. They know that it's true, but they'll argue with it. That's unspeakable evil. These people, there's a lot of these people that, is around. They know that we're living in biblical days, and they don't like the idea. They know that it stems from a lovable person, and they don't like love. I know these things. We all know these things. The most important thing to us in this world is staying safe. You guys know what I mean? The most important thing to us in this world is staying safe. We know these things. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? There's some people that know something very huge is coming, and they will argue against it. They'll pretend like they don't know. And there's some people that simply don't care. There's some people that's so lost. They're so distracted with drama, when surprisingly, they actually do not know that there is a God. They actually don't know that there is a Jesus. They actually don't know that aliens are real. They actually don't know that we're living in Revelation times. We're living in biblical times. This whole thing will soon be reset. This whole thing will soon be clouded out. And they don't know. They don't know, my beautiful people. They really do not know. They don't believe. They don't know, bro. They don't know. What has to happen just has to happen. Because when that happens, all eye will see it. Everyone will feel it. Bow. Be affected by it. You guys understand? It has to happen. It is a must. It's happened before, and it's going to happen again. This is the times that we're living in these times. You guys know what I mean? It's a force. It's an energy. It's something other than a human. It's a human, yes. It's me, yeah, but it's also a force, bro. Literally God that's here, bro, and is pulling strings in the back. Is, doing some jobs that only that deity can do. You understand? It is the truth. It's so crazy that you have Christians that pray to this deity every single day, and they don't even know that he's here. They don't know that he's here. They don't know that, he's moving. He's making movements. You guys know what I mean? He's making movements, and it's finally here. So you can't say that, you weren't warned, bro. I'm telling you that time is coming, bro. It's not a matter of we've been hearing this for, forever. Nothing ever happens, nothing burger, all these things, bro. You have to listen to what I'm telling you. It's happened already. It's something that cannot be stopped. Come on, bro. You seen the planes, man. I don't even think I need to get on the airplanes. I haven't even gotten on the airplanes in this video. The planes, people, the airplanes, people. Is this really what we doing? This is really what we doing. The planes. Are you guys not seeing the airplanes? Bro, this is a force, bro. The power of God. This is why I say the power of God is unmatched.